Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Transformative Thoughts. I'm just going to take a quick break today from the computer because I want to record a thought for you guys. This morning, I shared a written post on Instagram. Every now and then, when I do have a thought that comes to mind, I like to pull up my notes and just write. I write what's on my mind and I communicate that and I share that with my audience, whoever is willing to listen. So for today's thought, today's conversation, I want to read out that written post that I shared with you guys, and I want to add a little bit more context because I think it's relevant to everything that I've been sharing on this channel so far. The first, 15 videos, I started with the anchor of who am I and what do I do? Now, throughout the entire thing, I mention a lot about how I view life and how I treat it like a game. I am the player playing the character named Kenny in this game of life. Now, when it comes to playing the game, right, it's understanding that we are not alone. Just because many of us are self-aware, it doesn't mean that it's easy to find other people out there. So here is what I wrote. You're gonna see me look off of the camera a little bit because I am looking on my computer, but I wanna read it out for you and maybe I'll put it somewhere in the editing of this video as well, all right? So I titled this, Find the Others. We're not alone. There are others out there. Few are aware, majority are not. Focus on being. Lead with action. Those aware will reveal themselves. Those unaware eventually will. When you find them, be cool, be cordial, and observe. Stay in your lane. Let the life you live speak for itself. Do the right thing, and your tribe will grow. The reason why I wrote it that way, okay, especially the part that says, when you find them, be cool, be cordial, and observe. When I went through my spiritual awakening process of seeing life for what it is, I was confused, I was angry, I was sad. I never understood why people couldn't see the world the way that I saw it. And I passed a lot of judgment onto other people. And all that did was cause me pain. I wanted others to see what I saw so bad that I caused myself pain. But it wasn't until I learned to accept this truth that not everyone will see what I see. And, maybe during this entire lifetime, maybe they won't. Maybe the people that I care about most in my life, maybe they'll never see what I see. And that's okay. They will see it when they see it. And the line there means stay in your lane. Don't force your views and your opinions on other people because it doesn't matter. What matters is your own view. Okay, so finding the others, to me, is just a reminder that there are other people like me out there. I just have to put in the efforts. I just have to communicate what I'm saying to reveal those people to me so that I can start connecting with them, communicating with them, and start to grow my tribe. Okay, so in this game of life, right, there are active players and there are non-active players. You may have heard the term NPC, non-playing character. And if you played any video games growing up, a non-playing character are the characters in the game where you go and you engage with them, whether it's a merchant, whether it's a clerk. It's just someone who is there. You can talk to them, they will respond to you, but you can't really have a real conversation like you would with another player. And that is the reality that we live in today. There are active players and there are non-active players, NPC. Now, there's nothing wrong with that because I was once an NPC. An NPC is someone who lets the environments, lets society, the external worlds dictate how they live their life. They go with the system, they go with the flow, versus an active player who is self-aware. They can hear their own thoughts. They can control what they do on a day-to-day basis, and they take their life and their game into their own hands and play the game that they want to, not what the external environment is telling them to do. Okay, so I was once an NPC, and something happened to me along the way. Maybe it was trauma, maybe it was pain, maybe it was rock bottom, but something happened to me, and I think that happened in 2018 when death came knocking at the door. Something happened that woke me up. It was a very slight opening, but over time, that gap got bigger and bigger and bigger, and I finally saw life for what it was, and that is what shapes how I view the world today. There are active players and there are non-active players. The non-active players, there's nothing wrong with that. We were all non-active players at one point. If you're listening to this right now, it means you're not an NPC. You're active. You're actively playing. You can hear what I'm saying. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. So you too were once an NPC, a non-active player. So don't judge those other characters. Don't judge those other players. They're just not ready yet. They haven't woken up yet, and that is okay. Now, how do you wake them up? Okay, that's a question that I've had for a very long time. If I can't use my words and communicate with people to get them to see what I see, I shouldn't be using my words at all. What I should be using is leading by example. What I should be doing is taking the best action I can possibly take every single day and produce the results that I want for myself and allow my results and my actions to do the talking. Because when you allow your actions and your results do the talking, people will notice. People will notice you doing something that is outside of the norm. They see something different about you. They look at you, they see what you do, they're like, huh, that guy, that girl, they're doing something different. They've got something going on. I can't pinpoint exactly what that is, but they've got some type of energy about them, and it's attractive. You know, I'm drawn to that energy. I want more of that, but I don't know how to express it. You ever had that before? I know I have, and that just means these are NPCs. These are non-active players slowly waking up to the truth, waking up to the reality, and it's because of our own personal actions and results. That's the solution that I have come up with. You know, I'm no longer forcing my opinions on other people like I used to 2.5, 3 years ago when I started waking up to the reality of life. All it did was cause me a shitload of pain. All it did was push me away from other people. All it did was make me judge my environments. And that's not the life you want to live. No one should be judging anybody because we are all players playing our own game in this reality, and everyone that we engage with, whether they are active players or non-active players, it doesn't really matter. Control what you can control. Engage with other individuals how you should engage with them, and that is to be nice, that is to be cordial, that is to treat them with respect, give them the space for them to grow into the individual that they are destined to become. And they may not in this lifetime, and that is okay. If you are awake, if you are aware, if you are an active player, you're a fucking lucky one, because there's not a lot of us out there. It's very rare to find someone who's aware. Okay, and I know this video is going to rub people the wrong way. It has in the past a couple years ago, and then I got scared and I took the video down, I took the audio down. But at this point, I really don't care because that's my reality. Okay, I was once an NPC. I'm no longer an NPC, and I'm out here now communicating my message to the world, to whoever wants to hear it. So that's all I got for today. This is Transformative Thoughts. This channel, I talk a lot about self-development. I talk a lot about business, entrepreneurship, philosophy, spirituality, a lot of the esoteric stuff like I am speaking about right now, because all of these things intertwine into all aspects of my life, and it's what's building my character into the character that I want to be and play. So that's all I got for today. Thank you for listening. I will catch you in the next video. Take care.